Now, our next category is the Print Award, which recognises an outstanding feature published in print or online that highlights a story from a relating to a developing country. Let's listen to an extract from each of the articles.
A suicide in Gaza. In 2017, I heard more reports from doctors about suicides that were meant to look like accidents. Not only were people jumping off buildings, but doctors were seeing victims of what appeared to be deliberate car crashes and drownings that may not have been accidental. Patients would say their knife injuries were the result of a fight. I heard from witnesses about desperate people who'd walked into the buffer zone hoping to be shot. The toughest spirits were breaking. People of Gaza want to live, but cannot.
How to Topple a Dictator, the rebel plot that freed the Gambia. 4 men kept watch while 2 entered the building. They piled chairs and computers in the middle of the floor. On top of the pile, they placed what they had come for, 3 cardboard boxes containing ID cards for citizens registered to vote. The guards had intelligence that fake IDs would be given to foreigners paid to vote for the ruling party. Rather than dislodge the president by force, they would try to stop him rigging the election. One of them poured petrol on the pile, the other took out his lighter and set the heap ablaze.
Meet the female activist standing up to fundamentalism in eastern Yemen. With the men initially scared of approaching the Salafists, women have abandoned societal norms to take action. Jida revels in recounting tales of acts of sabotage the women have performed, including heading out into the darkness of night to undo building work on sites owned by the group. Some women have approached the Salafists and their guards, brandishing stones, shouting at them to leave. When we are facing them, whenever we have our stones and shoes, they run away from us. They are tall and strong, but they do not scare us, she says.
To present the award, please welcome Dr. Zahira Harb, Senior Lecturer in International Journalism at City University and Chair of this year's judging panel.
Okay, so I have to read. As jury, we all agreed and praised the high quality and caliber of the stories presented in the long list, which were 13 pieces, actually, for the Print Award. It was evident that each candidate had invested a lot of time and thought in putting their stories together. We shortlisted 3 amazing pieces, which for us scored high on originality and creativity. However, one of those stories stood out as a well-crafted, engaging piece of journalism, and most importantly, a compassionate one. The winner for this year is A Suicide in Gaza.
Hi, I'm Jekka. I'm Sarah's daughter. Unfortunately, she is in Gaza again, so she's away reporting on the medical emergency following the border shooting, but she sent these words. Thanks so much to One World Media for choosing this piece for the Print Award, and thanks also to Claire Longrig at The Guardian for commissioning it. Most importantly, I want to pass on thanks to the judges from the 2 million Palestinians of Gaza for allowing their story a prominent platform beyond the walls and fences of their prison home. For journalists, it is harder than ever to get inside to report the Gaza story. Shortly after this article was published, I myself was banned from entry by the Israeli Press Department, a ban I overturned on appeal. Now I hear of new curbs by Israel on the international press getting in. For me, it has always been important to come here not just when bombs drop and snipers shoot, but at all times. Going deep into Gaza to observe the hidden tragedy, the slow torture, the fracturing of minds, and the wonderful resilience of the ordinary people. Mohammed Yunus, the young man whose suicide is explored in the article, was also a writer who found his only freedom in writing about his Gaza prison. His simple, poignant style challenged all of us. Why are capital cities and airports denied to Palestinians, he wrote. He killed himself when he saw he was not being heard. Perhaps one day he will. Thank you.